I'd like to call the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust meeting to order. It is now 3:02. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the May 18, 2010 Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust meeting minutes. Do I have approval?
So move.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nope. Okay, we've got a vote.
Okay.
Motion passed. Lots of buttons today. The second item on our agenda is to approve the audit services contract with BKD LLP in an amount not to exceed $13,663 for fiscal year 2009-10. Mr. Winger?
Thank you. We are pleased to present this contract here today. This is the same similar contract that we've had in the past. We do have a new vendor, BKD. The amount is also less than what we've seen in the prior 2 years. Last year, the contract amount was $16,540. The year before that, it was $15,315. Obviously, a new vendor with new contract amount. We are recommending approval, and we'll bring that report forward to you once it's completed.
Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Ready for the vote?
Aye.
Motion passed. The second item on the agenda is to award contract to Kingdom Arms, Inc. in the amount of $25,388 and approve contract and bonds for Oak Ridge Elementary Early Start Fire Alarm Project, Project ES0075A. Mr. Winger?
Thank you. I might remind you that this was a project that we pulled out of a larger group of Early Start Fire projects due to its need. Oak Ridge was put on a fire marshal, Midwest City Fire Marshal put this on their list of having to have work done by August of this upcoming year before school could start. And so we pulled it out separately. Bids were received on May 18th. We did have 3 bidders. The lowest was by Kingdom Alarms, $25,388. It is below the estimated cost. We are recommending approval subject to receipt of the final insurance certificate requirements.
Are there any questions?
Well, Madam Chairman, the architect's estimate, is that the cost? Oh, is that another cost?
Mr. Winger, is that the cost?
The architect's estimates are submitted at the time of bid. That is the price at which the architect believes on that day the price would have been. If you'll look on page 2, the estimated cost was $39,300.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Can you cast your votes, please? Thank you. Motion passes. The next item on the agenda, thank you, Mr. Couch. The next item on the agenda is to authorize the purchase of furniture, fixtures, and equipment for Coolidge and Shiloh Elementary Schools for a total not to exceed $189,000. Mr. Winger.
Thank you. This item is actually an increase in cost for both projects. We're now at a point where we're placing those furniture orders, and both have exceeded their PIP amounts, which were previously sought. The total for both together was $136,000. We're now seeking $189,000. If you look about halfway down on your page, you'll see that the Coolidge PIP amount is being increased by nearly $40,000. Predominantly, the projects are budgeted on a square footage basis, and the square footage cost accounts for usually classroom-type furniture. In the case of Coolidge, we had more cafeteria, administration, and some media furniture, which is more expensive than the classroom-style furniture, which caused its increase in cost. On Shiloh, we have a new administrative office that caused its increase of more than $12,000 over the PIP amount. So we're recommending approval to not exceed $189,000 on both projects so we can proceed.
Do I have any questions?
Is this a normal occurrence or just unusual?
It has happened periodically. It's not happening on all of our projects, but traditionally when we're relocating the administrative offices or if we have a new media center, it is happening somewhat. We're able to try to balance that with the schools, and in some cases we're still maintaining those original amounts or the original PIP amounts. In the case for Coolidge, it's just an extraordinarily large school with a large addition. It's much like Heronville, where we're nearly doubling the size of that school. Shidler is also almost in that same category with just a very large new addition, causing it to also go over. Contingency funds are available, and we're recommending that we proceed.
Do I have a motion
Madam
to
Chairman,
approve?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please cast your votes. Motion passes. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is an update on Oklahoma City MAPS program from Mr. Couch.
Madam Chairman, a couple of things. We have now 22 schools in design and 21 under construction. Our most recent bid last week was Capitol Hill High School. The budget was $10.8 million on it. There were 3 bidders. The low bid was $11.4 million, so it was about $500,000 over budget on that project. Number of factors. We only had 3 bidders, which is we've been having a lot more than that. One of the reasons, probably not no more bidders. It's very little new construction. It's almost all remodel. So over 300,000 square foot. So it's a very large remodel, but it's a multi-phase project. So you got to do some here, and then you can't get in this area. And so because of the phasing, it made it a very difficult project to bid. And so yes, we are $500,000 over on that. We need to remember as we go forward, we've had several projects that have come in under budget recently, and overall the program is still in very good shape. So we'll be recommending in the future that we go forward with that. A number of bids coming up in the next few weeks. We're bidding Southern Hills Elementary on June 8th, Northwest Classen on July 13th, and that's potentially could be similar to Capitol Hill and be a little more difficult, although it's a little bit newer project than Capitol Hill. So it'll be interesting to see how that one comes in. Johnson Elementary on July 20th, Sequoia Elementary on July 27th, and then Eugene Fields. We've done the roof on that, we've awarded the roof on that, and that will be bidding in August. And then Hawthorne Elementary will also be bidding in August. Community meetings, Hayes Elementary at 6900 South Byers Avenue, schematic design. Community meeting is Tuesday, July 8th at 6 o'clock next Tuesday, and our next meeting will be 2 weeks from today on June 15th. June 8th is the Hayes Elementary meeting. I'm sorry, June 8th is the date.
And June 15th is our next meeting.
That's correct.
Are there any questions for Mr. Couch? Any comments by trustees? Yes, sir.
Madam Chairman, and to those in attendance, I would, and I don't know if anyone saw this, but there was a very large and excellent article in the Wall Street Journal on Saturday comparing Capitol Hill to Santa Fe South, which I think everybody should read.
Thank you very much. Are there any other questions or comments by trustees? Comments by staff? Citizens? All right. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.